In the last video, I shared how I rebuilt my life by starting small, how one decision, one notebook, one act of faith changed everything. But today, I want to talk about something even smaller, something that seems insignificant, just $10. Because what if I told you that $10 can change your life? Not because of what you buy with it, but because of what it teaches you. When I was broke, $10 felt like nothing. I used to think, what can I even do with this? But that mindset, that it's not enough mindset, is what keeps most people stuck. The truth is, how you treat a little reveals how you'll handle a lot. If you're careless with $10, you'll be careless with $1,000. If you can't invest small effort, you won't magically find discipline when it's big. That's why wealth, success, and personal growth don't start with money, they start with mindset. And that mindset is built in the small moments, with the small resources most people overlook. Let me ask you this. What if that $10 isn't meant to buy comfort, but to build character? You could spend it on takeout. Or you could buy a book that shifts your perspective. You could save it toward your first investment. Or use it to start a simple online hustle. The question isn't, what can $10 do? The real question is, what can you do with $10? Because that's where the transformation begins, when you stop waiting for abundance and start working with what's already in your hands. I remember a day when I had exactly $10 left to my name. No savings, no safety net, just $10 and a decision. I walked into a dollar store not to buy food, but to buy supplies, screws, cleaning rags, and a small bottle of oil. I used those to fix an old machine for someone. That repair job made me $50. The $50 turned into $200. And slowly those small starts began stacking into something bigger. That's when I realised money multiplies through motion. It's not the amount you start with, it's what you do with it that matters. There's a principle that says, be faithful with little, and you'll be trusted with more. That applies to everything: your time, your finances, your consistency, your mindset. When you respect small beginnings, you're telling life, I'm ready for growth. But when you despise the little you have, you close the door to multiplication. The way you manage your $10 today determines how you'll manage your $10,000 tomorrow. So instead of asking, when will I get more? Start asking, how can I make the most of what's in my hand right now? If you save $10 a week, you'd have $520 by the end of the year. If you invested that every year for 10 years, you could turn that into thousands through consistency and compounding. But let's be honest, most people never get that far because they underestimate small numbers. They forget that big results are nothing more than small results stacked over time. Every wealthy person, every successful creator, every fulfilled dreamer started with one moment that didn't look like much. The $10 is symbolic. It represents seed money, not just financial, emotional, spiritual, and mental seed. Most people won't start small because small doesn't feel significant enough. We crave the instant success story, the viral post, the overnight win, the sudden breakthrough. But that's not how growth works. Real growth is quiet. It's slow. It's humbling. And the ones who endure that season, the ones who stay faithful with their $10 moments, they're the ones who build unshakable success later. When you start to see your small as sacred, everything changes. Gratitude turns into growth. Faith turns into movement. And suddenly you are no longer asking, how long will it take? You're saying, as long as it takes. Because now you're not chasing quick results. You're building a foundation that lasts. So here's your challenge. Find $10 or whatever small looks like for you and do something intentional with it this week. Invest it. Save it. Use it to learn. Multiply it. Because what matters isn't the money. It's the motion. And in the next video, I'm going to share the 3-step formula for financial freedom, the same system that turned my small starts into lasting growth. If this message stirred something in you, don't just watch. Act. Because $10 can't change your life, but what you do with it absolutely can. I'll see you in the next one.